Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the stream. It is so good. I'm glad to have you here. It's so good to have you here. Today we're talking again. This is part 2 of keeping your child safe. Part 2 of tracking your child for safety's sake and showing it good things, good products, good ideas, good tips on how you can really keep your child safe and to make sure that they know that they are protected and that you are there for them, that there's alternatives if they ever feel like they are in the way of harm, that danger is knocking right at that door, or danger has just engulfed them and they don't know what to do. They will know what to do because you are here with the security lady, and you got gonna have some great tips and be able to give your child some great direction on where to go and how to handle situations if they're in a situation where they need some help. The first product we are going to look at is this amazing kids smart watch. The kids smartwatch with twinkle flashlight. There are about 5 products in here that we did speak about yesterday. And so I still pulled some of the ones from yesterday back to today because they're just amazing. And I know everybody couldn't come here on a Friday, so I wanted to put it back in here because this is just an amazing twinkle watch. Not only is it pretty and it's attractive, but it gives a lot of options for the child to play with, for the young person, the kid, the teenager may get something like this. It may be a little too kiddie looking for a teenager, but it has the two-way called SOS, the music player, the 2 cameras, 2 cameras, 6 games, children phone, watch for boys or girls, great for birthday gifts. It's a great price. It has all these functions, and the SOS is one of the most important features because they can call it, and it is the 2-way SOS, so they can call and you can respond back. It's not like they just press the button and the button's gone. That's good because we do have some products that do have the 1-way, just press the call and it goes out and everything is magnified so that the people who are on that call list, the receiving list, knows where the child is, what is going on. So this has the 2-way. They can speak with you if they need to, or you can also teach them, tell me what's going on. I may not be able to respond, but tell me what's going on. And you train your child before they even get it. Not just telling them, here, this is an SOS watch, and just push the button and we can hear exactly what you're saying. Another good thing about this is the SIM card must support, this is what I wanted to make sure we know, it must support the 2G GSM network. Otherwise, the communication function is invalid. It has the music that they play. The kids can take pictures. They can take selfies. They can have their favorite songs. You can transfer their favorite songs. And it's real easy to use it directly. So it's not like you need any special app or any special connections. It's real easy to use. And it's pretty. It's functionable. And it has so many things. Contacts, dial, camera, photos, phone, video player, music, alarm, calendar, all the things that are necessary to teach your child how to even do things in school, how to make appointments. You're probably like, well, I want to teach my kindergarten or my elementary school kid to do these type of things. Well, this is for 4 to 12 years. And so they can learn ahead of time how to do these things and keep safe. The call function is great because it's just a matter of pressing the button if there's a critical situation that happens at school. And as we know, there's so many things that do happen in school. Thank you for joining the stream today. I am the security lady. I help people gain confidence by empowering them through the use and knowledge of latest technology as it relates to personal protection, home business security, and total life wellness. The second product that we are looking at is the Bike Forecast. So many children love bicycles, and this keeps them safe. You can recognize your child at any given moment while they're riding their bicycle. You may be thinking, okay, I can recognize my child anyway, security lady. It's easier when you have something that's bright and that really shows up to recognize it just instantly. I mean, your eyes are just drawn to the light, it's drawn to the activity, it's drawn to the brightness. So this is a real good thing to put on the bike for security and safety purposes. Not only that, the neighbors and anybody else recognizes that particular bike because of a device like this. 60-day factory warranty, easy to install, Just remove the screw on like a cap. Screw it on like a cap. Just remove it and put it on. So that's easy. And if you see, you can see from the picture that it has up there in the corner that is bright. And so it gives that circular feeling of going around. It comes in several different colors. Your child will love it. They'll even want to ride their bicycle more. The neighbors see. And if something happens or you can't find your child, or maybe your child is late coming home, like children many times do, you can ask the neighbors, have you seen my child? And they say, well, what did it look like? Well, he's riding a bike. Well, what kind of bike? Well, it had a light up. Yep. You don't even have to finish the sentence. They're like, yeah, with the green wheel. You see it in neighborhoods sometimes. Maybe not in your neighborhood in this moment. Maybe you have 100,000 of these in your neighborhood. It's still so easy to pick out the one child and look for this price. That's personal protection for your child at a super, 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 super low price. And don't forget to get your Prime membership. The next one is an alarm. I love this alarm because this is so easy. I had one of these and you just pull the thing. Teaching your child. So much is about educating our children on exactly what to do, how to do it, when to do it, and putting safety right in the palm of every child's hand. Putting safety right in the palm. You know how you take your child's hand, you may take your daughter's son's hand and say, okay, mommy loves you, daddy loves you. I got you. I got your back. I got you. That's what it is. Taking that safety device and just putting it right there in the palm of their hand and helping them to have that safety device and that safety knowledge and education with them every single place they go. This alarm is loud. Oh my gosh. When you get this alarm, let me see how many decibels? Yes, 120 decibels packed into a tiny little square. When you get it, make sure it's not close to your ears. Make sure you also are ready to just shut it real quick because it's just piercing. For a child to have that, if they ever feel they're in danger, that will go off and that's like stranger danger siren at its finest. And the person that's trying to bother them, that's near them, they're going to be like, okay, I'm sorry, while your child's running. Can be used also for other things, as you see the wheelchair, chair, bed, use batteries. Because it doesn't say child alarm, child safety things, it's easy to overlook these things. That's what I love about being here on Amazon and helping to show all these amazing products that can help children. Anytime you're in danger, if they're in the woods, and because you'll already know what that piercing 120 decibel sound is like, if your child's down the street and you hear that alarm, you'll be like, oh my God, is that Kelly? And you know to immediately go to that situation. If Kelly's not home, you hear that alarm, because most children don't have alarms like this because they don't come to see and check out the security lady. The next one is, we showed this one yesterday. I had to bring this one back into the stream today because it is so convenient and so easy to use. Amazon customer, thank you so much for following. Got to give I love my Amazon customers. We love Amazon customers because you are an amazing Amazon customer. So we are going to give you a wonderful wait a minute. I don't know if you heard that. I may have to make sure you hear this. Yes, amazing Amazon customer. Thank you for following, amazing Amazon customer. You are truly amazing. Hey, wait a minute. We're giving you all kinds of, we're giving you several. Whoa. Thank you so much for following. Okay, back to the beginner, the GPS necklace tracker for kids. It's gorgeous. As you can see, it could pass for being jade. It could pass for being Larimar. Of course, we know that that's not jade or Larimar, but it is beautiful. And any person would be pleased to carry this. This can be for guys, for girls, for young people. Now, I would not give it to a child that's super, super young because they can take it off, they can eat it, chew on it, swallow it. But for children that are of school age, it's easy to carry. Maybe not for a kindergarten because of playing outside and losing it. So you don't want it on something that they can lose or something that they can actually get tangled up in and choked or have their neck hurt. But for all others, this is a great tracker. It has also the electronic fence. Electronic fence is also called, it can be called a geofence. It can be called lanes. There are different names for it. What it does, for those of you who don't know what a geofence is or electric fence, it basically, you can program it so that, for example, they're going down Madison Avenue, north of Madison Avenue, and you know that they always go to school or to wherever they go, grandmoms, granddads, uncle, aunt, northbound on Madison Road. You can put it so that if they go west to the alley west of Madison Road or to the alley east of Madison Road, then an alert will come to you in a text message or an email, however you set it up, and it will say, this has gone out of the boundary, something's out of the geofence or something to that effect. And you can look on there on your map, pull it up and like, whoa, wait a minute, what are they doing there? And then you see they're still traveling west. You're like, whoa, there's something really seriously wrong. You can go to the location or you can call the authorities or you can call somebody in the area and find out what's going on. Easy to use. Voice monitoring, very, very, very nice. And do not disturb mode, SOS button. If there's an emergency, they can push that SOS button. I like where the SOS button is because it's real easily convenient. Right above, it's right above the charging port, SOS Empower, and the speaker. So for this little tiny device, you have like all in one, almost like a little tiny itty bitty mini cell phone all in one that doesn't look it. And nobody would know. Key. Security lady, tip number 1 for the day for this live stream is sometimes it's okay to don't tell anybody. That's a tracker. You may even go as far as, depending on which device you're using, to let the child know it is beautiful necklace, that they need help, just press the button, they can talk to you and explain the device to them. Maybe not say that it has a tracking device in it. Maybe not. Your child and your situation. Sometimes it's best not to let certain people know certain things because then you can monitor a lot closely. You know exactly where they're going, where they've been, what's going on, how honest they're going to be with you, how well you can trust them on any given situation. So that is a very, very, very good item. It's a very good gift to give away. The Spy Scent, I brought that back as well. Spy Scent keychain, mini small GPS tracker, hidden design for kids, anti-loss chain. Anti-loss, huh? Very simple setup control. Link on SMS. Okay, precise positioning, GPS positioning, LBS positioning, Wi-Fi positioning. So you have like all these put into one tiny device. Inertia positioning, base positioning, error 5 meters, which is really, really good. If you count 5 meters from where you are, then that's the area, the scope of error that it gives. It allows that space. So that's owning in pretty good. The two-way intercom, voice activated recording, love that. And for kids, waterproof. So whether or not they drop it, if they get in water, it's waterproof and dust proof. Smart fence, again, that smart fence. Before it was called the electric fence. You see there's different terminology right here. Smart fence, same as geofence. Again, we can put that area that we want to be notified or we do not want to be notified if they are in or out of that particular area. Remote search live view. If you see on the screen, does it have it on that particular picture? Yeah, it actually does. On the thumbnail, you can see it right there on the thumbnail. You see that Okay, on the thumbnail, that you can see where they are at that given moment. So it's live right there. And you can say, wait a minute, what are they doing over here? And on the field trip, they go on a school field trip or anything. If they're going home with their father or they're going home with their mother, they can have this thing. Cool thing about these things is they're so small, you can actually hide them in things. Like maybe your child, oh, can I spend the night with Jimmy tonight? And they go over to spend the night with Jimmy. Well, at least that's what they were supposed to be doing. And you have the backpack. You have that device in the backpack hidden, like sewn in. If you're a seamstress, then that's real easy for you because you can just sew little pockets and kind of hide them up, get the right fabric, have denim backpack, get denim fabric, take that little pocket, and you're good to go. No, has a road history reading. So you can check within 6 whole months, 6 entire months, the history of where they've been and how long they've been there. Very, very nice. Create the security zone. That was that fence that we spoke about, the geofence, the smart fence, the electric fence that is only electric virtually, okay? Very, very nice. That is the Spy scent and great price. The tracker button. I love the tracker button. Love the hidden camera buttons. I love the stun buttons. I just love buttons are so good because they're so small and they're so discreet. They're so easy to use. This one says boys, kids, girls, pets, old age, anti-loss electronic fence again, geofence, smart fence, hidden anti-loss real-time precise positioning. So another one, this is similar to the other one, except it's a lot smaller. And it actually, if you look at it, I mean, it actually looks like a real button. You see the different places. If you scroll or hover over if you click on the product and then hover over the pictures, you can see how tiny. You have one girl that's wearing it on her shirt as a button, elderly wearing it on a shirt as the button, real time, super tiny, pinpoint location, the Wi-Fi, the GPS, the inside base, the outside AGPS. So you have all these things going on with this. And you get the street map view, so bring it right up in real time, see your child's environment. If anybody's in danger, the SOS button. I love the SOS button. Love it. You have to love the SOS button for your children. Lightweight, easy to carry, easy to hide. You can also track vehicles. The good thing about that is if someone's using your car and they have your teenager or your child, the smaller teenager, or your infant, whoever they have, you can easily hide that in the car as well. So this is an all-purpose GPS tracker. It can be fastened to anything. Convenient. Oh, this is cool. For this one, I haven't seen this on any of the other ones, and I don't think we have it on any of the other ones in this particular string. The anti-disassembly lock. If there's no unlocking device, it cannot be disassembled. No longer worry about the child losing the locator. No sound and light when running. It would not disturb the child in class. Oh, we gotta love that because we have to get that education. Our children have to get that education. They can't be distracted, at least not by something that we are trying to do. The tile starter pack. This is great for a person that's just starting out and they want something that they can use in a variety of situations, like all the other ones, but just in a different way. The Tile Starter Pack 2022 pack. 2. You're probably like, Security Lady, that's 4. 2. There we go. 1, 2. 1 mate and 1 slim. Bluetooth tracker. You have the item locator and finder for keys and wallets, or the backpacks and tablets, easy to find all your things. And this is Amazon's choice in item finders by Tile. You find your keys, your wallet, more. Okay, good thing about this is one of them can go like on your keys or on your child, on your child, because we're talking about tracking your child for child safety's sake. Ways that we can do that. 1 year replaceable battery. I like that. Let me see. 1 year user replaceable battery, 200 foot, 60 meter range, water resistant, 3-year built-in battery. Okay, waterproof. This one, 200 feet range is where that tracker is. So this is something that they needs to be with you. You have to have one with you, have the other one with you. Does this have, let me see, use a free app. Keep them, find nearby when they're within 200 feet. Okay, 200 feet. So this is not something that you want to, oh, wait a minute. Yes, you can. If it's far away with the app, yes, you can. Okay. Using the app, you can find it if it's farther away. This appears to be a really, really good one. I like that because it easily finds your things. So your child's backpack, if it's lost, your child's shoes, your child's tablet, because now a lot of children have tablets, bringing them home from school. So you can connect that to just about anything so that it does not get lost. I don't know, the schools, let's see. Robert says you're doing a great job explaining the products. Thank you so much, Robert. Thank you so much for that word of encouragement and that compliment. And Robert, don't forget, if you're not already follow me up there so that you can see more things and more streams on all the amazing stuff like the stun guns and the health and wellness streams. For those of you who are watching on Facebook or YouTube or any of the other social media that I'm streaming to, you don't see the products. I have a lot of people leaving me comments that are like, security lady, we can't see the products. You're talking about products, we can't see them. You can only see them if you come over to Amazon. So the live stream, the address is http://thesecuritylady.live, and then you can see all the products. If you are on Amazon, the carousel, we call it a carousel, is down here below, or on some, depending on what computer and what browser you're using, it's up here on the sides, one of the sides, or both of the sides. And you can click on any of the products to see the products, to get more information about them, or to purchase any of these products. And the follow, I just learned this not too long ago. The follow button that I point to, I've received a couple of comments. You point up here, but we can't see the follow button. It's right here if you hover over it. You have to actually put your mouse, your cursor on the video, and then you can see the follow button pop up. Otherwise, it's kind of invisible. It's like, how are we going to follow you? There's no button. So you have to hover over it. Okay, so that is the Tile. And the next one is the Zen Live. There we go. The one I have highlighted. Oh, and another question was the highlighting. They're like, what do we know? Which product? Where is the product you're talking about? It has the red line, or maybe on your computer, it may have a red outlined box around the product that I'm actually speaking about. So that's how you know which product I'm speaking about. Right now, I'm speaking about the Zen Life Swift Finder Smart Key Finder Tracker 2-pack Classic Key Finder Locator Bluetooth Tracker Device, car, key, wallet, backpack, luggage, bags, umbrella, TV remotes with app control. If you're on Amazon here, on Amazon Live, they're like, security lady, we can read that ourselves. There's a lot of other people that are other places as well, and they don't have this. So I say this so that everybody can know what we're talking about. This one has the app control finder, so you can find anything by using the app. If your tag is within the 160 feet Bluetooth range, it will play a loud tone until you find it. And so it also reminds you, you can set reminders. Nice. When you left something or on the map, good. Separation alert. It reminds you if you leave something. Now that's really nice. That, you may think that doesn't come in handy, but that really comes in handy. I left my phone. Fortunately, I had my phone that had it connected so that if I separated it from my smartwatch, I don't know what did I do without smart devices? What did a lot of us do without our smart devices? The biggest time my watch came into effect, when you have something like this, where it talks about the range and if you get out of the distance of it, I left my phone. I left my phone in the bathroom at a major convention. We had about 3,000 people at this convention, and the bathrooms were full, super back to back. And I set my phone down on top of the toilet paper rack where you put your bags and things, set your bags. Then I walked out and got it's probably 2 feet from the bathroom door, because I have my range pretty small for leaving my things. I don't ever want to leave my things. I want to be notified of my things if I leave things, if I forget things. And my phone was my watch was like buzz, 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 buzz. And I'm like, oh, what is that? I looked and it's like, phone out of range. It's like, oh my gosh. Ooh. I was like, jets and lightning speed back into that bathroom. Well, I almost knocked the stall door down, because people can grab things and say, oh, no, it wasn't in here when I got in here. Oh, yes, it was, because I just now came back. I just turned around and you did not pee or poop that fast. No, she didn't say that. She graciously and kindly gave me my phone as soon as I knocked on the door. Said, hey, my phone's right there. And I could see it because I looked right through the crack. So I could see the phone still sitting there. I said, I see the phone sitting right through the crack. Just letting you know, I'm standing out here waiting for my phone. She could not. She got that phone so fast. I think she was really more concerned about me looking at her in the bathroom. I'm kind of just getting my iPhone, okay? So that comes in so handy. These are just super, super handy to be able to program this. And so the tracker will do that, this particular tracker. The next one is, wait a minute. I'm on the tracker here. I move this. The next one, the family. This is good for so many. If you have like 5 or 6 children that you need to keep track of, look at this. You have the remote and 6 receivers. So you can find anything. And this is more for home. So if you just have people around the home all the time, have a big family, kids are constantly running outside, you have, concerns. What if little Joe runs off? What if Tom's not watching him? Because Tom's supposed to be watching all the children, because you got things to do, like take a nap and fix dinner, work on your computer, paying the bills. And what if they don't watch? What if they're busy on their cell phone talking to their girlfriend and one of the children walks off? But you have this where you can keep them kind of reel them in, kind of keep that area that you want to make sure you're watching them and look at the app to see them all the time. Attach it to anything. You can press the number to set on an alarm. You're like looking at your cameras and like, what is Tim doing on the outside of the fence? He's supposed to be on the inside of the fence. So you can hit that alarm. It's like, get back here in the fence. Up to 100 feet. So no, this is just within close range. If you have any questions, I am the security lady. I help people to gain confidence by helping them to be empowered through the use of knowledge of the latest technology as it relates personal protection, home business security, total life wellness. And if you have any questions, concerns, or you want to give some information that you have, please, by all means, put it in the chat so that we can all learn and glean from your experience and your questions. If you have a question, there are other people that have the exact same question, and they're like so glad. They'll be so glad that you asked. I usually put that in chat when I'm in someone else's live stream or any group, any webinar, and I have a question. I'm like surprised at how many people say, "Oh, I'm so glad you asked. I had the same question." Or I'll tell somebody, "I'm so glad you asked because I had the same question." But sometimes we don't ask. So please feel free to engage. I love engagement when people talk to me and let me know what they think and let me know their thoughts. Okay, this is actually a case. So this doesn't actually have the AirTag, but it's a case that can keep it protected and give you all the different anti-loss design compatible AirTag holders for your finder. So it's protective skin cover. AirTags are awesome. I don't have one personally, but I hear they are just amazing. I hear that they are so good. So I do plan on purchasing an AirTag real soon. I can't find it on Amazon. I keep telling myself, somebody find one on Amazon and show me the link, an actual AirTag, so that we can all just like bombard the seller on Amazon and get AirTags, because I hear some fantastic things about them. And you got a coupon for this one. And it's Amazon's choice. So look at all the different things that you do, all the different colors you have. And it's really, really classy. This one looks classy. So that's an accessory. I like putting accessories in here to the things that we have. So we know that there are lots of cool things we can do with our amazing trackers. And the batteries, can't forget the batteries. Batteries are in here simply to remind you, don't forget the batteries. If you get a tracker and you're like, it doesn't work. Oh, now I got to go get batteries. Some of them come with batteries. That's why I like reading the descriptions, because they come with batteries, some of them, not all of them. So you have to make sure you read and have your batteries ready. And then we have the AirTag for the suitcase, another one. I'm not going to expound on that because I already went over the last one. It is very important, and you'll see this as you look at some of the trackers, that the SIM cards, make sure you're getting the proper SIM card. If you need a SIM card for your particular tracker, make sure you get the right one, because some of them say you have to have 2G, some say you have to have 4G, some say you have to have 5G, some say you have to have GSM and other things, or a combination. Some of them say they will not accept 5G or other networks. So you have to be careful of reading the description to make sure that you get the right SIM card for your particular device, whichever device it is that you want. And this, I love this necklace. This necklace is so, look how classy this is. It's classy, it's sharp. Guys, girls, teenagers, young people. Again, I wouldn't give it to like a kid that likes to chew on things, or that, fights rough, little boy that fights rough, little girls even that fight rough with their friends, because you don't want something torn up or something to hurt their necks, cause them physical damage. Oh no. See, this is a perfect example. Oh my gosh. This is a perfect example of why I will usually say I did not emphasize it enough last night or yesterday, but I usually emphasize it in every single stream. It's out of stock. Oh my gosh. This one just went out of stock. Literally just went out of stock. That's why you have to get, especially when there's a deal, you have to get it with Amazon. You have to get it as soon as you can. And for us who are creating these live streams, the Amazon influencers is what we're called. When we say get something, we say it's going to go fast. I'm telling you, it's like hit and miss. It's easy to think because of many other people in history and other places say, yeah, if you get this now, or, it won't be here tomorrow, get this now, or it's going to be gone. It's going to be not here, not with us. When we say it's probably not going to be here, then it's probably not going to be here. And so put this on your wish list. Definitely put this one on your wish list. So I'm not going to go over detail about this one because it just went out of stock, currently unavailable, but hopefully it will be back in, because it's an amazing one. Okay, speed, talk, mobility. That one, not going to hit on that one. Oh, these, I love these. So I brought these back. These are so adorable. Look how adorable this is. The Artie Digital Art Guardian Angel. They're like little things called ladybugs. And you have the 4 colors of crayons. So children are going to love this. 500-meter effective distance, proximity alarm function, mute mode, smart direction and distance indicator. Lovely. And you get 4 of them for those 4 little rascals that you have. You may be like, security lady, I have 10. Okay, get 3 packs. And then 2 of them, 2 of them you can give away to a good friend or a neighbor. Works indoors and outdoors, no assembly or installation needed. Lightweight, easy to care for, easy to use. Nice. And it's equipped with a direction indicator. The guardian angel. Nice. Mini GPS. Look how tiny that is. Mine. This is one of mine. I have several. I'm the security lady. I had to be able to track, anybody and anything at any given moment. He's like, what? You track people? Speaking of which, as we're looking at this chart, let me see how big it. Okay, that kind of gives you an idea. It's a little bit smaller than this one. Does it have? Let me see if it has the size on here. It doesn't have the size on here, but it's probably about two. Let me see if it has a size over here. Okay, I don't actually see the size. Even though I have this on here because it is small. That much I can tell just by the finger, the waist position in the person's hand. Oh, wait a minute. Here it is. Yes, it is right here. 47 millimeters by 24 millimeters by 18 millimeters. So it is a nice small, about a little tiny box size of a key fob, maybe. This says vehicle and I theft, but look, it also says pets and children. It's not something that you want to put in the child's hand. It's not something that you want to kind of strap to them. This is something that you would want to position in a backpack or something to that effect, or in a car that that they're traveling in. Maybe the nanny is taking them back and forth places, and you have suspicions. Is my nanny, is she going where she's supposed to be? Why is my child saying this? And you'll hear your child saying certain things. You're like, that just doesn't even fit. That's not even, why would a child be seeing all this stuff at the grocery store? And why does the child always see this James person at the grocery store? What's my nanny up to? Are they really going to the grocery store? Maybe they are going to the grocery store, but they're also going over for, with James on the slide, while the child is in the front room, doing TV, ninja games. What do they call that? Nintendo or something like that. So these are great things, and the price is amazing. Let me see. With this one, I'm pretty sure that you have to have a plan with this one. Let me double check. Because the other ones, not as much. Let me see. Okay, just like a cell phone, real-time GPS needs a SIM card. So that's what you have. We had that in the carousel. So you can look at that in the carousel. So it does need a SIM card to give you unlimited data coverage. They recommend Speed Talk. Yes, a lot of these recommend Speed Talk or the T-Mobile SIM card. So that's why I have the Speed Talk in the carousel. So you can pick up one of those and just have it. I just say have one of those SIM cards all the time. They're only just a few dollars, and just keep them in the event that you need them. Sometimes I've had trackers and you don't need a SIM card, but it's good to have it, because if you ever want to put one in there to get that unlimited coverage and, the 1 minute tracking and up to date and a whole lot of other things that come with having a SIM card. Is not included. The subscription, the card has to be in there for the subscription. And you can cancel at any time. No cancellation, no activation fees. Yeah, plus. Thumbs up for the no contract, no activation fees, and cancel at any time. This Amazon card, I have to put, you usually see an Amazon card in my carousel, because it's so important to always have that option to give as gifts. Also, just easy for you to use if you don't have, this is the e-card. So if you don't have your credit card handy or with you, maybe you're on the beach and you want something delivered, maybe you have a fresh market next to you or near in your area, and you want that delivered, you have your e-card right there. You can also give it as a gift. A lot of people have their credit cards on file, but you can also give it as a gift to use to someone using it out of the country. It's amazing. These Amazon gift cards are amazing. Give them to somebody, hey, Cindy's birthday is coming up. Yeah, you call your friend. Hey, Sally, I know Cindy's birthday is coming up. I just sent you something. Check your email. And she checks her email. And she's like, oh my gosh, Karen sent me a gift card for Cindy's birthday. I can get her that tracker because we want to keep track with her, or I can get her that pretty little watch that we talked about in the very first product in the carousel. And she gets so excited. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Gift card. If you're giving several of these trackers, like that one home for the person that you know that has like 100,000 children, I know that one can only keep up with 10, but 10 is better than nothing, right? Or is 8? I think it was 8, maybe 10. I have several in there. Well, you know what I'm talking about. If you were here at a few products back, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So that happy birthday gift card, giving the gift, we want to give clothes, we want to give makeup, we want to give so many different things, shoes, candy for birthdays. What about being different? What about giving the wonderful gift of personal protection to someone that you care, someone that you love, and they'll never forget it. They'll be like, that was different. You want to track me? And you'll be like, no, I want to love you even more. The Prime membership, if you don't have, that goes across the board on everything. You're here looking at a lot of Amazon things today, and you're like, yeah, these trackers are so super cool. The super, super, super cool stuff. James Bond stuff. I can track my kid. I can track this person. I can track that person. You know, yeah, that's cool, but it's more than that. It's about being personally protected. It's about protecting the ones you love. It is about knowing where they are, knowing that they're safe, knowing that they're surrounded by the knowledge and security of being watched and being safe. Even if they don't know they're being watched, that they're safe. And people can feel it. They can feel it like, why do I just feel like dad is watching me all the time? Because dad is watching you. Where's my son? What's he doing? Oh, yes, I know I can trust him. He is at the party he said he would be at, okay? The Prime membership gives you amazing discounts, amazing specials. You're the first person to know about certain specials, and when you get notified about these specials from your Prime membership, jump on it, because remember, other people on the Prime membership are being notified too, and they're jumping on it pretty fast. So this gives you a lot. You never have to pay. I shouldn't say never, because things can change in the future. At this point, with a Prime membership, you don't have to pay for shipping. That saves alone. I mean, if you buy more than 2 products a year from Amazon, then you can save on shipping. You don't have to pay for shipping. If the shipping would normally cost you $5, just say, for example, shipping costs you $4.99. We'll say $5. 2 products, you paid $5 for the shipping. That's $10. Look at some of the products that we have in here. That's a free SIM card. That's a free monthly activation fee, or not activation, but that's a free monthly fee for your GPS tracking device, particular ones. That's a free, oh my gosh, that's a free so many things. $10 can buy a lot, and you did it with your Prime membership. So if you purchase like that, the membership pays for itself over and over and over and over. So you get so many amazing discounts. Not to mention the 50% discounts and 75% discounts on certain things at certain times. It's like you're going to buy something, let's just say, I'm not saying this is on sale, but let's just say you want a Bose stereo system, the Pro S1, say you just want that one, and it's $2,000, and you get $500 off because you're a Prime member. And you're like, whoa, check that out. I just saved $150, $150. You pay for your membership plus some. And that's only on one big product like that. So get your Prime membership. Don't slack off on having a Prime membership. And don't forget to follow the security lady so you hear about all these amazing, super, super cool things. This one is the Tracky 2021 model. Really, really nice. As you see, full USA and worldwide coverage. Look, that is, I actually have seen that one. I had that one. It is a small, tiny, tiny little one. It is 1.75 by 1.5 by 0.55 inches. So it's tiny and small. You can use it for so many things. Vehicles, cars, kids, elderly, child, dogs, and motorcycles. When you're nowhere around, because you travel a lot. If you travel a lot. Anywhere in the world, you can see where your child is. You tell your child, take your backpack to school with you every day. And the babysitter makes sure they take it. Nobody but you needs to know or has to know there's a tracker in there, unless there's a situation that comes up missing. Say they forgot to get off the bus, or say something worse happens and you can't find them. They have the tracker. If the child knows, especially if you're out of the country, you travel a lot. If the person knows, then what are they going to do? What's the crooked nanny going to do if they know you have a tracker in your child's backpack? They're going to take it out and they're going to leave it at home because you're not in the country or in the city or in the state or at work. And they want to make sure that you think they're at home. So they just change the tracker. I mean, come on. You watch Will Smith and, The Matrix and all these other movies. So we know what's going on here. If you haven't watched those movies, then things like this happen every day, all day long. I've done that personally, just testing things, okay? Just testing my own trackers. Make sure you are abreast and aware of any local, state, and federal laws as it relates to personal protection, tracking devices, stun guns, because I talk a lot about stun guns and have streams about those all the time. But right now we're talking about trackers. So make sure you know and follow your local, state, and federal statutes, rules, laws, and regulations as it relates to any type of tracking devices. You're probably like, Scary Lady, we don't care about those. Hey, I'm just saying, encouraging you to do the right thing. So this is unlimited distance in real time. This is a cool thing. When I travel, to be able to just pick up my smartphone and say, see, where's my such and such right now? Oh, okay, I see her. Yeah, and then maybe I'll look at it the next day or a couple hours later. It's like, whoa, wait a minute. What's it doing? Move. A lot of times I have my geo tracking on or my geo fence, and I know exactly. So I don't have to look at it. That's an important thing. Tip number 2, security lady, tip number 2 for the day. If you're not familiar with trackers and geo fences, if you like knowing where your stuff is at all times, any given things, and they're mobile, you want a tracker with a geo fence that you can put around it. Like this one, I'm pretty sure with everything else it says, I'm pretty sure you can put a geo fence. Let's see here. Yep, right here, geofence. Right here is called a geofence. You can put a geofence so that you don't have to look at it every time. I drove myself crazy years and years ago, when I first got my first tracker and put it on one of my vehicles that my children used all the time. I was like looking at it all the time. Where are they? Getting on the computer. Where are they? Okay, let me see. Let me look. Google Maps. Where is it? Okay, they're here. They're doing this. What's she doing over there? What? Wait a minute. She's supposed to be in Indianapolis. What's she doing all the way up in Carmel? Of course, you got to keep that secret. You can't say. I mean, now she knows, and they know. My sons know that they were tracked all the time. But then they didn't know. You can't tell everything all the time. But to not drive yourself crazy, put the geofence. And the geofence will alert you on your text message or your cell phone or your computer or your email, however you want it to alert you, that your device, your vehicle, your computer, whatever device you have the tracking device on is out of the area. Your child, your dog, your cat, your squirrel, whatever you have it on is out of the area. So it will alert you and you don't have to drive yourself nuts like I did many years ago and looking at your computer all day long. You're probably saying, security lady, I'm not going to do that anyway. You'd be surprised. It can be addicting, finding out where people are, what they're doing. Not that I'm just saying, okay? The tile mate. We talked a little bit about another tile. So this is a different one. Two-pack, get 2-pack in here, and for your keys, it's water resistant, replaceable battery. So you can also put anything you can put on an item in your house, you can put on a child in one way or another. Strap it to their belt loop, put it on the back of their pants that they don't even know is there. Oh, come here, let me fix this for you. And you put that towel there. And their friends are like, what's in the back of you? What's in the back of you? But this one is around the house area. It has a certain range. It's Amazon's choice in the Finders by Tile. Oh, wait a minute, though. Says you can find it far away. Use the tile to find your phone even when it is on silent. And you can get enhanced stuff, free smart alerts if you subscribe to Premium or Premium Protect. So do your due diligence on this one to find out what Premium Protect is. Know what you're dealing with, because you may not want to get something that you have to upgrade and the program is like $200+. Now, I'm not saying I have not seen a program where an upgrade for a tracker is that high. Not saying that they don't exist. I'm just saying in my experience of 25 years in dealing with trackers, I have not seen a program that high. If you know one, throw it in the chat. So you can say, the security lady, let me tell you, because I am the first to say, I don't know everything about everything all the time. The land, air, and sea. Waterproof magnet mount, full global coverage, 4G light, real-time asset, elderly. Can also be used, of course, for children. Attaches to things. If you have, again, watching our children, keeping this on them where they are. If it's your vehicle, if you trust your nanny, if they seem trustworthy, and you may want to offer, your vehicle. I know you don't drive, but I really need James to be taken to school on these 3 days. I need him personally to be taken to school. Then you have the tracker in your vehicle, and you give nanny a key, and you say, okay, do you mind using my vehicle? That's also a good way to test them. Now, of course, it comes with risk. So your nanny, your caregivers, and your situation. Don't give anybody trust to something like a vehicle if you don't think that they're worthy of having your vehicle for any given moment. Someone asked me the question when I brought some of these things out. They said, okay, security lady, what if they go and make a copy of your key? Well, guess what? You got a tracker, baby. You got a track, so you can look. And I encourage you to look exactly where they have been and how long they've been. And you know exactly if they went to get a key, because they were supposed to go to school. And they went over here to 5220 North Shadeland. You're like, 5220 North Shadeland, what's over there? And so you go over to 52 North Shadeland. You're like, oh, Ace Lock and Key. They went and got a key. Boom. They're not trustworthy. They no longer have a job. And I'm changing the key to my vehicle, changing the locks. You're probably like, that's pretty expensive. But what's it going to cost in the long run if your caregiver or your nanny was not truthful and honest and upfront and transparent with your child? $99 isn't that much when it comes to the life of your child. So this is a good thing about these trackers. And the price is amazing, amazing for Prime members. See, you see all these things with Prime members? That's why you got to have a Prime membership. I love the tile sticker because you can just stick the tile stickers on anything. Look at that adhesive Bluetooth tracker. Locator and finder for remotes, headphones, gadgets, and more. If it's in the house area, then you can just stick it on your child. You're like, what? Just stick it on my child. Hey, on their skateboard, look at this. You can stick it on a skateboard under that. Love it. What's another? Remote, skateboard. All kinds of things. But we're talking about children. Stick it on the side of their shoe. I don't know if coloring it will void the warranty. But let's see, are they really running down to the neighbor's house? Let me check that out. And the Samsung Galaxy. Samsung Galaxy Smart Tag. Same thing, pets and more, wallets. And again, I say, put one on your child. Take it easy. Thanks to Galaxy Smart Tags, finding lost items is smart and simple. Running Android or higher. The thing is, it is Samsung Galaxy. And they say Smart Things app is required. So it's required. So if you don't want an app on your phone, then this is not the tracker for you. If you have an iOS device, this is not the tracker for you. So it looks pretty cool. You may think, well, of course, it says Samsung Galaxy. Not everyone knows iOS, difference between iOS and Android. Some people think that iOS is just a computer technology. Like, what was that? What was that thing that they used a long time ago? MS-DOS. You know, when I first heard about MS-DOS, I thought it was like the Commodore. You're like, the Commodore? The Commodore? Okay, yes, the Commodore is a group of people. Singers. Like, I'm taking it way, way back there. But the Commodore was also like it was a game system. And you had this little ping pong ball. And you had this little knob things. And you turn the knobs and you push the knobs up and the ping pong ball, you went up like that on the side. Boing, boing, boing. You're probably like, what? Like ancient, right? Oh gosh, that makes me feel really, really, wow, take it back. Okay, bring it back in, circulate, bring it back in. Deep breath, okay. Bring it back in, all right. Back on topic here. I get so passionate about these things. The SpyTech, okay, that's the same like we had earlier. That's similar to what I have. It's got the button up on top. It shows the lights. It's got the GPS, the SOS. I'm sure this, let me double check. Okay, with iOS and Android, it says it offers the fastest GPS tracking. SpyTech, yep, I've had SpyTech and they are amazing. They're really good. They are everything that they say here in their description. Now, it does require an annual subscription. It says lifetime warranty. Lifetime warranty is always good. Always good. An affordable subscription. And you have to have a subscription to use this product. Very important information to know in getting a tracker. So far, this is the only one in the carousel that a subscription is required, that you have to have it to have it. I had it because I absolutely love that tracker. And for me, it was very reliable and did its job amazingly. Again, child, if you know anyone that sews or you sew yourself, you can put it in a backpack, put it in have somebody make a little pocket for you, or you yourself can make a little pocket and slip it right in there. And nobody knows that you have it in there. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Invoxia. Oh, look at that. Look how that looks almost like a pen or something. It looks like a long flash drive. It looks like one of the super secret James Bond spy video cameras that I have. 4-month battery life. Okay, I like this standalone 4-month battery life. Has a little lanyard on it to carry it. While you're going on walks, traveling in the park. When I say traveling, running. And it doesn't even traveling, running. Okay. Batteries are included. This is great for going through the park on long walks because it's right on your wrist. So you can have that along with the stun gun if you need to. Have this on one hand and a stun gun on the other. Exceptional battery life. Oh, you can get 5, 10, or 30-minute updates. Rechargeable in 1 hour. Oh, that's really nice because 1 hour you're done recharging it. No monthly fees, no hidden fees, 1-year subscription, and built-in SMN included. Wow. Wait a minute, how much is this? Nice. Because that is really, really nice. So they include the 1-year subscription. No need to plug it in while in use. Set it up instantly via the app and slip it into anything you want to track. Nice. That fits easily in a computer bag. Fits easily in just about anything. A little side pocket. Fits in a pin. You know where the pin area is in backpacks these days? Slip it in there. Make an extra little look-alike pocket where it's not really a pocket. It just looks like, sometimes they used to have them on shirt. I don't know if they still do that anymore. I haven't had about a shirt with pockets on them for so long as far as professional shirts. So business shirts, they used to have some where they have pockets, or the pants, they have the what looked like the pockets, but they weren't pockets at all. They were fake pockets. You could actually put something in something like that. Put a coat jacket. And then the good thing is, it's easy to think, well, what if the security lady, what if they steal the jacket? Well, come on. You got the tracker in it, so you can just go get your jacket back if they steal it. It has the emergency, so it does have the SOS. I didn't see that on there in the description, but it does have the SOS. So if there's an emergency, boom, press that SOS. It immediately notifies people where you are, that you need help. So it can be programmable like that. I love that. I love it, love it, love it. So the kids, again, when we deal with our young kids, we have to teach them. We have to teach them, show them, demonstrate, and help them to understand the importance of using the device that they have. Maybe not telling them it's a tracker, but everything else, telling them how important it is to press that SOS button if they need help, if something serious is going on. At school, things happen all the time, and children are children, and children trust. They are by nature trusting. Even when you tell your child over and over and over and over and over and over not to talk to strangers, trust me, the security lady, that they talk to strangers. When you're not around, they will talk to a stranger. I have done numerous, when I say numerous, hundreds of experiments at churches, at soccer games, at different events, child events, where the people ask, I'll do a workshop, and I will always, not always, when they have young people, I will usually, more times than not, ask if I can ask permission to do a demonstration on checking the safety of children with strangers and not talking to strangers. Every single person, even the parents, will say, my child knows. And I will tell all of them a week before I come to do the workshop. I will ask them, tell your child, make sure your child knows, do not talk to strangers, and specifically say, not talk to strangers at that event, at the event that I'm going to be doing a workshop at. So they come and they do that. They tell them, and I've made sure before I go in, did everyone talk to their child about not talking to strangers? And they will tell me that. So I will come in as my regular self. None of them know me. And I will walk around to the little children. I will go and I will target certain kids, and I will talk to them. At first they're reluctant, but then I bring out the cute little irresistible teddy bear. I'll bring out the cute irresistible puppy. And it gets them every time. I will also bring out sometimes candy and offer them. After I reel them in with the cute little stuffed animals, I give them a piece of candy. I say, here, this candy is for you. Don't tell anybody you have it, because you know your mother's going to be so mad if she thinks that you eat candy and didn't tell her. And they're all like, and they won't say a word. They won't say a word. You may have seen, look some of these things up on YouTube. You may have seen them personally. They're true. The kids are by nature. So we have to tell them over and over and over and over, not only not to do that, but also to press the button on their devices. If you feel uncomfortable, make sure they understand, and make sure they understand you're not getting on them. If you feel uncomfortable, you better do this, because they immediately go into fright mode. Make sure they understand. Press that button. Mommy's there for you. Daddy's there for you. Just press the button. I don't care how big or little it is. If you feel like something's wrong, press that button. And that's all they have to do. Even you could even test it sometime. Have them press, have somebody do something to them, have somebody go someplace, not to traumatize them, not in a way that traumatizes them, but simply to just make them feel a little uncomfortable. A stranger that your child doesn't know, but that you know very well. And then ask your child later. Talk to them about the situation. And if they did press the button, great for them. Yes, great, awesome. If they didn't, explain to them that's the time that you press that button, because I love you and I want you to be safe. So that is, I tell you, I get passionate about this because our children are so precious. Our young ones are so precious. And children and teenagers, young adults are coming up missing every single day. And we can do things like having these trackers to help protect them. Trey started following. Trey, thank you for following me. If you have any comments, or you have anything you want to leave in the chat, please leave me any questions that you like, any comments that you think may be helpful for anyone in this group. And let me see, I'm learning how to do this. So I get I want to make sure. Wait a minute, here we go. Okay, Trey, that was your big, nice, wonderful applause for following the security lady. You're going to learn a lot of cool things. And I look forward to you coming to other streams. And please, again, engage. I love engagement, sharing anything that you feel is helpful for the conversation and to keep our children safe. That's what we're going to do today. And that's what we did yesterday. We're going to be doing some more things about stun guns, getting back to the stun guns real soon. Okay. The Nut3 key finder can also be used for children. Again, these type of things that normally say key finders, they're good for a certain proximity, like around the home, in the garden. If you know that you're distracted outside, they're swimming out in that area, things of that nature. So that is what these things like that are for. The little tracker, look at this tiny tracker, mini tracker. Magnetic GPS real-time car locator, long standby portable real-time positioning tracking device for vehicles, kids, elder, pets, and trucks. #1 new release. What? Wait a minute. Okay, this is the #1 new release. So I didn't realize. Oh, I didn't have this yesterday. I don't think. No, I don't think I had this one. The new release. That means that it just came out in GPS trackers. #1, guys, new release. So take a good look at this one. But wait a minute. What kind of price is this? Look at this price. Wait, what? What? No way. Let's see here. Perfect for tracking vehicles, kids, spouses, elderly persons or assets. You're probably wondering, okay, now why would I want to track my spouse? If I don't trust him, I don't need to be with him. You never know. Maybe it's for his protection. Maybe his memory isn't that good, you know? You love him. And you asked him where he was last night. And he said he was at work. And you said, but James saw you at the chicken place. Oh, yeah, I forgot. But James saw you at the chicken place. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Let me ask this again. But you were at work. But James saw you at the chicken place, honey. Oh, yeah, baby. I'm so sorry. I forgot. I went to the chicken place. I forgot. But he didn't bring you no chicken home. So he's got an issue with his memory. So I think I remember the security lady talking about that little mini tracker being good for spouses. Now, I'm not saying at all to track your husband, okay? I'm just saying if they have an issue with their memory, then you need to keep watch for them because you love them and you don't want them to happen to end up in some other state somewhere because they forgot the streets that they need to turn on, right? So this super small and magnetic GPS tracker is only 1.57 by 0.91 by 0.61 inches, super light, 1.06 ounce, works worldwide. Love it. Love the worldwide with 2 powerful magnets inside. Wow, easy to attach to vehicle, family vehicle, 100% customer satisfaction guaranteed. Your high-end buying experience and good use experience are our goals, of course. If you have any questions after purchasing our products, please feel free to contact us and we will solve your problem immediately. Love it. Instant customer service. Gotta love it. Okay, and nice, super magnetic. That's awesome to be so tiny and have super magnetic, and it's new. So guys, that is why it has 0 reviews. And look at this price. So I'm telling you now, I can't tell you enough. If you don't get this tracker, the price you're gonna look at it in another couple months, and I'm telling you, it's not going to be $13.99. After they start getting the positive reviews on it, if it's positive, I don't know because I don't have the tracker and it's new. But if they start getting some positive reviews on this, the price is definitely going to go up because this does a whole lot for a little bitty 13. What you see on the course, and I'm not supposed to say the price. I just say the price because it's just crazy, this price. So I'm not supposed to say the price, all right? Because it could change at any moment. It could change within, as soon as I click off of this and click back, it could change. Like the product yesterday that was on yesterday, it's not even here anymore today. Hopefully it'll come back because it's a real good product. Wow, this is nice. They say feel free to contact them. You see the brand up there. You see the brand, Mr. LD. #1 release. Has 1 rating and it's a 5 out of 5 star for the 1 rating, guys. So let's see. I'm not saying get it or don't say it. I'm just saying it is the #1 on Amazon right now. It is the #1 new release. There's something to be said. Cool. I think I'm going to get that one. Yeah, I think I'm going to get that one myself. So you guys can come on another stream and see how that went. Now, let me see. It doesn't say if it needs, let me double check here if it needs a subscription. Okay, no installation required. Track it on a map with Google Maps in real time over the internet. Real-time positioning, dial SIM card number. Then you can hear voice around. Oh, oh, I like that. Okay, this is the first one I've seen like this. It says you dial the SIM card number. Then you can hear the voice around this tracker with no light. So light doesn't come on because a lot of them, if you start talking, the light comes on to show somebody's talking. Somebody's activated the two-way feature, whether it's two-way regular audio or two-way SOS, and no noise. So your background is not going to say, it's not going to be static according to this. Now, I don't know again because I have not bought this tracker because it's the #1 new release. You can monitor what's going on around the tracker device silently and secretly. Oh, gosh. Oh, I have to have this one. Did we say spouse in this one? Oh, okay. Mr. LD, I'm going to be contacting you. Okay, yes. If anyone gets this before I do, please feel free to come back on one of my streams in the future and let me know you got this and how it worked for you. Yeah, this is nice. Let me see if your car is stolen. We're looking over that car stolen. No return. Somebody doesn't return at night. Borrow a car. Somebody borrows the car. Yeah. Multi-vehicle management. So if you have several cars. Okay, let's see. This is, it doesn't say I need to know more about, for me, this is IMO. In my opinion, I need to know a little bit more about if they have a subscription, if a subscription is needed, if it's month to month, what is the price? There's nothing that, maybe if you go to the brand Mr. LD, but I'm not going to do that right now because we're going to move on and go through some more of these products. This one is not for little kids. So the one we're getting ready to show now is not for little kids. It is for your older young kids, like a teenager that is responsible enough to be able to deal with a product like this. Pledgium Smart Pepper Spray 5-in-1. It alerts. So what I like about this is it is definitely a safety thing because it alerts as soon as you hit that button to get that pepper spray out. Boom, you are notifying all the contacts that are put on it that are programmed to be able to receive the alert as soon as the pepper spray is deployed. Just connect it to your phone, add your emergency contacts, you're ready to go. Always reliable, 4-year battery life, no charging needed. Pledgium Smart Pepper Spray designed to maximize your grasp and aiming. Equipped with a magnetic keychain for immediate one-hand. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Now, I've spoken about this one before, and I knew it had the magnetic keychain, but I didn't realize until now that it is that small. So it like comes loose instantly. Just pull it out, boom, spray. The second it spray, according to this, it goes to all your contacts and let them know your pepper spray has been deployed. Wow. Phone calls and texts. And Savor has one, the next one that we're getting ready to go to is awesome. Look back at that stream. I had a stream on with the owner of this company, and it's just amazing. I mean, I'm sorry, no, correction, not the owner, but one of the top guys that is just running this baby. And this has not been too long introduced. So they still have a lot more rating that they can get because it has just recently been introduced to the market, out to the general public. Amazing. 25 bursts. Oh, also different than some of the other ones. This is the first one I've seen that is a smart spray. Again, this is not for little kids. Do not, security lady is saying, do not give this to a child. Keep this far away from children where they have no access whatsoever. Because press that button pepper spray series. I had to be sprayed to be certified to carry pepper spray in one of my previous occupations. And it is, oh God, it is so bad. I mean, it is bad. It's bad. The guys convinced me, oh, you can take a full shot. You can take a full shot. And I'm like, trying to hang with the big guys, right? Yeah, that's what the security lady used to do. Think she could hang with the big guys. I can hang with the big guys now, but in a different way, being personally protected in the way that I know I can be personally protected and handle myself in situation, not letting anyone else dictate that. Don't you ever let anybody else dictate what you can handle, what you can't handle, and what you should and should not do, because you know your situation and your limitations. That pepper spray I took a full hit. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. Painful. That stuff is some serious stuff. So this, when you deploy it, it decapitates a person, not decapitate, it incapacitates. No, don't erase that. Decapacitate. No, that's like, yeah, that's not what it does. Okay. It incapacitates the person so that renders them, for the most part, it can do that. If a person is on drugs, high off of something, serious mental issues in other areas, that can render the pepper spray ineffective as far as stopping their aggressive behavior. So know that is always an option, a possible option whenever deploying any type of pepper spray. So this one, the thing about it is, as soon as you hit that trigger, boom, it's out to all your contacts. And they know that you are in a serious situation. Boom, they can jump on the phone. They see it, where you are, know how to get to you. They can notify the police, everybody else around, and you have an entire entourage of family and law enforcement that can be coming to your aid instantly. So this is awesome for a young adult. Make sure they can carry that wherever they go. For example, if it's a teenager that is going to school, I don't know. There's some schools that accept pepper spray. The majority don't. Know the rules, know the regulations, know the laws in your area so that nobody is in serious trouble with the law. Awesome. And it's got a practice spray. So you can take the practice spray, which is separate from real spray. Don't get them confused. And practice with using the spray, because there is a method to using pepper spray. So many people have pepper spray and things just a matter of get it and spray it. No, there's a way that you should use it, knowing where your young people are. Okay, back to the kitties. Nice, pretty in pink for guys, girls. Via the BB Garter app. with GPS track and voice recording, self-defense safe sound keychain for women, elderly, and kids. And it's pink, it's portable, and it's beautiful. Okay, after subscribe, the premium benefits on BeGuard app, you can use the voice call alert function and set 3 emergency contacts, which costs $1.99 USD per month. That's what this says right now for today. This isn't Amazon's price, this is the company's price. But again, it could change at any moment. This is as of today at 10:41, July 3rd, 2021. I wonder if people are going to see this video in about 40 years and be like, oh my gosh, look, we found an ancient video. Otherwise, the system sends out alert signal only by email and SMS and one emergency contact. Nice. Let's see what the Alpha Care says. Okay, the Alpha Home Care Go personal alarm, smart personal safety alarm, emergency one-to-many alert and real-time GPS location via the app, personal security alarm for women, kids, and elderly. Guys, we're not leaving you out. The security lady is not leaving you out. This is for guys too. You guys can use this too. Just because it's pink doesn't mean it's only for pretty women. It can be for pretty men. It can be for any man. It doesn't have to be, it can be any man. You're probably like, what were you getting ready to say, security lady? Okay, now this is important. Special note for Android. Before purchase, 1, critical alerts are only available in iOS, not Android. 2, CareGo iOS will use Apple Maps by default, whereas CareGo Android will use Google Maps in the app. Due to the fragmentation of the Android ecosystem, Android users will need to remove certain restrictions in the background. Very, very important. If you don't want to go through all that, that's for some people, there's a lot of technical stuff. Some people are still like, what is an iOS? So it's important to know this before you get this alarm. If you don't want to go through any of these technical things, this is not the one for you. Let's see. Oh, let me hook up my battery. Don't want to lose you guys. There we go. Okay. Back here. Security lady's back. Like, you didn't go anywhere. I saw you in the camera the whole time. Hi, if you're here, if you're joining and you're just now coming in and you weren't here earlier, I'm the security lady. I help people to gain confidence by empowering them through the use and knowledge of the latest technology as relates to personal protection, home business security, and total life wellness. Today, we're talking about tracking your child for safety's sake and keeping care of our loved ones. If you're following on Facebook or YouTube or any of the other social media outside of Amazon Live, then you do not have the products down here. You see me pointing down here on the products on the carousel, but they're not, you don't have a carousel, so you can only listen. But when you're done in your position to come over to Amazon Live, it's http://thesecuritylady.live, thesecuritylady.live. Then you can see all the amazing products that I'm speaking about and look at them in more detail and pick you up one of these amazing trackers for these beautiful young children, protection of our young people. Okay, so that's what that one is. Again, you do not want to get this if you do not want to deal with the technical things that come with that particular tracking device. Okay, now we're getting into the things that I mentioned in the description. If you looked at, you're probably like, security lady, we didn't look at the description. It's okay. It's okay. I still have much love for you because most people don't look at the descriptions and read the descriptions. The motion sensor. This is so important to have a motion sensor nightlight, especially when you have children. That is motion, because when the child is walking down through the hallway or maybe they slipped down through the stairs. You may have or may not have read about the many children, one in particular that was abducted from their home. The screen, many people leave their windows open at night. Guys, it's so easy to cut through a window, a screen, without any notice at all. Because remember, when you have alarms on your window, it's usually if the window itself is open or shut, or the glass break. I have glass break on my window, so if you break the glass. But if your window's open at night and they cut the screen, they can just slip right in. In this particular case, I have to share this. This is important when it comes to our young people. This young girl, the person went through the screen, they came in and they got the young girl, but they sent a young person in to get the other young person. It was just a very strong young person, sent them in, so they were small enough to get through the window. Well, when you have and then they walked out of the house. They didn't go back out the window. They actually walked through the hallway and down the stairs and out of the house. And the child was found, like, I think it was like 9 or 10 months later. Anyway, that's a long story. I won't go into all that story, but I'm just saying this to say that it's so easy sometimes for things that can be prevented to take place. A nightlight, you can see if the person, if it's motion, if you're sleeping, depending on your situation, your situation and your tolerance, you can see the light come on while you're asleep if your door is open. And you kind of see it and it's like, okay, I think something just changed in my environment, because your eyelids can actually see light through them. So this is something to consider. The light comes on when they're walking. Also, if you have cameras in your house, then boom, it just gives it a better effect, even in addition to know when your child is moving around in the middle of the night. So that is a cute little light. This one, the next one that we're looking at, the single motion sensor floodlight. We think of floodlights as outdoors. We don't always have to have the floodlight outdoors. You can have a floodlight indoors in your hallway or in one particular area. Have one installed in one particular area so that if somebody is coming down your hall, like your child, walking in the middle of the night or being walked out of the house or sneaking out of the house, that bright floodlight is just like, pow. And chances are it will wake you up and alert you, because it's like, what did my floodlight just come on in the hallway? So that's just another way, a creative way that you can keep track of your child and help your child to be safe, knowing that floodlight is coming on. When they're young, if somebody else is in the house that they shouldn't be, and they go out to use the restroom or any situation, this is just another creative idea of using something to protect your young ones. The LED security light, the JJC, same thing, motion detector. It doesn't have to be. Now, these are basically meant to be installed outside, but they don't have to be installed outside. It's kind of like walking up the stairs, down the hallway in a mall. Normally, you walk on the right side of any place that you go. Always on the right side. Even if there's nobody else in the stairwell, you're walking on the right side in general. I try not to do that. I've done that for years to just keep myself balanced. Why do you walk on the right side? Well, because that's what you've always done. Why have you always done that? Well, it's because what you learned in kindergarten. That's what you were taught. You walk on the right side of the street. You walk, or not street all the time, different place, depends. But on the right side, you walk on the right side. Okay, well, what if you walk on the left side? Well, you'll bump into somebody. But what if nobody's coming? Well, just in case somebody comes, but there's nobody coming. And then you can see all the way up, like 8 flights up, there's nobody coming. So walk on the left side. And it's just odd because you're not used to doing it. Same thing with lights, the same thing with personal protection. We're taught to carry certain things. Like, let me see, do I have that? Where is that? Oh, nope, I put it in my purse. Oh, I don't have it today, so I'm not going to talk about it. But there's a device that I have that it just looks so normal. You can see it on the other live stream. Number one is this pink device that you see me use to look pretty, to comb my hair. And people don't think of things like that, just non-conventional things. So lights are important for protecting our young ones. Just remember, you can use them in creative ways. It may wake you up in the middle of the night. You may like, oh gosh. Okay. But if your young one is getting up, maybe they're sleepwalking. And that will help you to know what's going on with, why are we up? But it's a personal protection thing. The Kruve megaphone. Have you ever thought about using a megaphone? Most people don't think about using a megaphone bullhorn loudspeaker with siren for kids and adults. That's loud. If your child's in the neighborhood and you can't find them, you want to know what's going on. It can also help your child to come back when they're supposed to come back, or else they're going to hear mom or dad get out on the megaphone. 30-watt, lightweight, 800 yards. Oh my gosh. They're going to hear that. Like, hey, Jacob, where are you? Jacob, come home. And Jacob is like, man, that's my mama. I can't. No, don't let her know I'm here, man. Then she gets on loud, say, Jacob. Like, oh God, man, let me go home. Made in the USA or imported, for those of you who are concerned about where it does or does not come from. Never strain your voice again to be heard over the noise. And for parties, if your child has some friends around, if there are a lot of people around, you use that megaphone to get their attention. Maybe you want to take some snacks out. Maybe, now check this out. Maybe Charlie keeps having somebody sneak out the window, and you haven't been able to catch Charlie, even though you've run to his room and threw the door open real fast and looked all through his closet and under bed. And as he's sitting there, trying not to smile, but you know that that's happening. You can just wait for the perfect time, wait for that person that's sneaking into Charlie's through the window or into his room, or however they're doing, because kids are so smart. We were kids, we know. Kids are so smart. And when the person comes in, you go outside to the window, you get on your loudspeaker. Janet, get out of Charlie's room. And you're on the loudspeaker, and the whole entire place hears it. And if you have the floodlights that are motion, yep, it's going to be a party, all right? Charlie probably never have Janet in the room again, and Janet will probably never come over again. But that's not what you want. Janet may be a nice person. So this is a good safety device as well for your little ones. If you need to get on it through the neighborhood, it's a great safety device. Colin started following. Colin, thank you so much for following. You are appreciated. Security lady gives much love, kisses, hugs to you. And we have to give you a proper thank you. Thank you, Colin, for following the security lady. You're amazing. You are an amazing Amazon customer. Amazing. I think that anybody that comes to the security ladies stream is an amazing Amazon customer. If you have anything that you'd like to add to the conversation, any tips that you have that you've gone through as it relates to personal protection, home business security, or total life wellness, this particular stream talking about tracking your child for child's safety's sake. You have children, if you have special things that you want to share, please feel free. Love hearing the things that other people have to share. Okay, so that is the cool Kruve megaphone bullhorn. And the Korea upgrade, I like this one as well. Let me see, how do I have that loud? Turn that down just a little bit. Okay. Megaphones can always come in handy. Okay, the Curia upgraded standalone home office shop security alarm system kit, wireless, loud, indoor, outdoor, weatherproof, siren horn, remote control, door contact sensor, motion sensor, up to 115 decibels. That's a really, really loud. 15 is good. Now 30, I've seen them up as high as 30 and 40. One of the alarms I had in yesterday had 140 decibels, I think it was. Ear piercing, my God. So you can't be too close to these when it goes off. The good thing about this is, for your child's sake, for your child's sake and your sake, of course, the family, just the family, because if a child comes up missing, it affects everybody's sake, everybody's situation, everybody's concern, everybody's issue, and everybody's heart. Everybody's life is affected. The child, if you teach the child, the key, teach the child how to use this, how to press that button, how to go into a particular area to activate it if need be in that situation. Okay, please note an important tip: have to trigger the sensors within 6 seconds during the operation, or need plug in, plug out again into setting status. Door alarm uses remote control to set security code for arming, disarming home alarm system. Okay, so this is going to be a little difficult for a little kid, but it has a loud SOS alarm and easy to get help. Children and seniors at home in emergency. Aha, there we go. Those alarms. You see those remotes? The remote on that picture, on that item? I love that. I love that, because you can have the child, if they are going into an area, a situation, there's someplace in the house, maybe with so many latchkey kids, children that come home and their parents are at home. They're coming home after school, or the parents have to go to work, and the child is there by themselves. I personally, in a previous occupation I had, dealt with children as young as 4 years old, 5 years old, coming home and back and forth from kindergarten with their own key, that were there by themselves all the time. So it happens. That's not an isolated situation. There are millions of children in that situation. It's easy to think, well, why are their parents doing that? You know, this poor parents, or anything that you can think about those parents. But a lot of these parents are well-meaning parents, and they really believe that their children are capable of taking care of themselves at that very, very, very young age. And they feel like they have to get jobs, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. This is a great way to have this tool. They have this remote. So if something does happen, they can press that alarm, and that siren is going to get the attention of everybody around. Everybody's going to turn that down. Everybody is going to have ears on your child's whereabouts, eyes on the place that siren is coming from. So that is what's cool about this one. And that's why this is in the string. Child safety, child protection, taking care of our children, tracking our child for children's safety sake. The next product we have is the Daytech strobe alarm. Again, this has the on and on remotes that you see, so I'm not going to hone in on this too much. It says for different shops and places, but this can also be for your home. Most anything when it comes to personal protection, home business, security, most of the things, not all, most of them are not in a box. We just have to think creatively. We just have to get out of the box of saying, this is only a home security system. This is only for our house. This says business, so it's only for business. This says garage, so it's only for garage. We can match it up and be creative, thinking about our situation. What situation are we in? What is our need? How do we do things? If you want to know if your child is flashing that red button, and you have some of your neighbors that you may know, only if you know your neighbors, say, if you ever see that flashing light on, please call me. And you have each other's information. It's looking out for each other and looking out for your child. So that's another good thing. It's kind of like the places that say the firehouses and stuff. If we have a blue light, if we have a red light, that means you can come to our place and you can be safe and personally protected. That's the same thing that this is. So that is why this is in here, to keep your child safe. And can't forget about the fire alarms. A basic manual pull station fire alarm. Fire alarms aren't just for firehouses. You can have a fire alarm in your house to protect your child. If there is ever a fire, your child knows to pull that. If you have smoke detectors, that's fantastic. It doesn't hurt to have something that your child can just push immediately, because with smoke detectors, it takes a minute for the smoke to get to the smoke detector and they detect it. Hopefully you have an alarm, a smoke detector in every room. You may not. You may only have it in strategic places where smoke is likely to be. But what if your child is playing with some matches? What if they wanted to be like mommy or daddy and they wanted to light the pretty candle while you were at home to have it ready for you? Maybe they saw how wonderful mommy is to daddy or daddy is to mommy. And they're like, oh, I want to light, in their mind, in their little child mind, they want to light the match and they want to light the candle so that you feel so good and say, oh, thank you so much, Larry. You're so sweet to think of me. But don't ever freaking do that again. That's what you're really thinking in your head. And the match doesn't make it to the candle and it hits the floor. They know immediately, run, boom, pull that fire alarm and get out. So teaching our young children, teaching them how to do this and thinking outside the box for safety's sake. Thank you so much for joining today. This has been amazing. And I hope that you've gotten a lot out of it. Don't forget to follow me right here. Click that button so you can be aware. Well, you have to hover. I have to keep saying this. I forget to say this because when I say follow me up here, you probably are like, there's nothing up here, security lady. You just keep saying follow me and there's just plain air. If you're on Amazon Live, then you have to actually hover your mouse on the video, and then you will see that follow button come up, and then you click on the follow button. For those of you who've been following today, thank you for joining. It's been amazing. It's been wonderful. Hope you've learned something. Get a product. Please don't let your child be without a GPS tracking device. Your elderly, someone you love, but today we're talking about children. Please don't let them be without a protection device, a tracking device. Have that. If you have nannies, you just never know. And again, it's the element of not always saying what you have and not telling people all the time what you have. Security lady, that was tip number 1 of the day, I think maybe tip number 2. For those of you who've been following on Facebook and on YouTube and the other social medias, remember, come over to http://thesecurity.live, or simply, depending on what browser you're using, thesecurity.live, to see the live streams and to see the products, because the products do not display on other streams outside of the Amazon Live. So I will see you on the next stream. Don't forget, if you're following, to pay attention to the thumbnails when you get the notification that I'm going live, because the thumbnails will tell you what I'm talking about. And I have a wellness stream, health and wellness. So you may be coming to hear about stun guns and safety products. And you're like, wait a minute, she talked about granola bars and So just know that I love you. Kisses, hugs, much love to you today. And I will see you on the next live stream.